Welcome back to Jamaica Voice Media, where we continue to shed light on the pressing social, political, and cultural issues affecting Jamaica today. Today, we want to talk about the issue of having drug convicts represent the people. Recently, Isat Buchanan was unveiled as caretaker MP to contest upcoming general election in East Portland. In looking at two-time convicted felon Isat, it is an issue that has received several headlines. But let's compare Isat Buchanan and Pablo Escobar. Play the clip.
The next general election, I give to you a man of the people, a man of integrity, a man redeemed by the power of God. I give to you Isat Buchanan, East Portland. I say Isat, Isat, Isat forever. One love, comrades. God bless you all. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people.
I am here to rescue Portland from what they call Bazism. Bazism means is disenfranchisement of Portland. Allowing their friends and their people to benefit from the riches of Portland. They will use lies to change your minds for a better future for you. What is it that you must do is stand firm on your integrity. And when you cast your vote, you're doing so for the future of your kids.
In 1996, Buchanan was arrested at the Norman Manley International Airport on alleged drug charges. Then in 1999, he was implicated by another passenger and arrested by U.S. authorities, leading to a 10-year sentence. He says he's found redemption through studies, later becoming an attorney, driven now by a hope for a better future.
Each and every one of you, I am you. So whenever they tell you that you must reject Isat Buchanan, that is the elite telling you that they have rejected you and they only want your votes. There is better out there, and that is what I am in East Portland to bring.
The JLP has used Buchanan's past as ammunition, disqualifying, it says, the PNP from conversations on integrity. PNP leader Mark Golding is of a different belief.
Me as a man, I believe in redemption. The fact that a man make a mistake early in his life, that don't cast a shadow over his entire life. A man can rally back again and be better than before. And that is why I never hesitate when I say, yeah, I'm ready.
It is the belief that Buchanan will face a uphill battle against the East's Popular Action Ann, the first woman elected as MP in the constituency.
Congresista Escobar. Señor, discúlpeme. Permítame recordarle las normas de etiqueta. Usted no puede entrar a la sala si no tiene corbata.
Listo. ¿Usted cómo se llama?
Juan.
Pues viejo Juan. Esa es una corbata muy bonita.
Me la regaló la novia.
¿Verdad?
Sí.
Pues ahora estará en los libros de historia. Muchísimas gracias, amigo.
A usted.
Muy amable.
Gracias.
Listo.
And when you get too close to the sun, your dreams may melt away.
Buenos días. Les informo que ya hay quórum para iniciar la sesión. Se encuentra presente en este recinto el señor Ministro de Justicia, Rodrigo Lara Bonilla, para dirigirse a este honorable Congreso. Por favor, señor Ministro, tiene la palabra.
Muchas gracias. Mucho se ha hablado del tema de los dineros provenientes del narcotráfico, de dineros calientes en nuestra política nacional. Yo mismo he sido acusado de recibir dineros a mi campaña de narcotraficantes que han comprado influencia en este Congreso. Ante esto admito ser responsable. A mis ojos, el pecado de hacerse el ciego es tan grave como el pecado de la corrupción descarada. Somos un país de ciegos. Y en nuestra ceguera hemos vendido nuestro país al mejor postor. Es hora que abramos los ojos y veamos la luz. Congresista Escobar, usted ha declarado que su gran fortuna proviene de una compañía de taxis. Esta fotografía claramente contradice su declaración. Por esto mismo exijo su renuncia. No es bienvenido en esta Cámara. No pertenece aquí.
Pablo Escobar and Isat Buchanan are two figures with vastly different backgrounds. Both entered the political arena in their respective countries, albeit under very different circumstances. Their bids for political office highlight the complex relationship between crime, politics, and their motivations, goals, and methods. But the question is what may be the major motivation for both men. One could argue that their desire could have been driven by a need for legitimacy and protection, to exert more power and influence, for personal glory and image, to further manipulate the system based on public support, or to have more control over the political process. Pablo Escobar was a notorious Colombian drug lord who led the Medellin cartel, one of the most powerful criminal organizations in history. His campaign for a seat in the Colombian parliament in 1982 was part of his broader strategy to gain political influence and immunity from prosecution. Escobar's involvement in the political process was marked by his use of wealth, intimidation, and violence. He presented himself as a populist figure, positioning himself as a champion of the poor and a benefactor who could bring economic prosperity to the underdeveloped rural areas of Colombia. He had significant support from local communities in Medellin, where he used his cartel's money to fund social programs, such as building housing and providing jobs, which garnered him grassroots support. Escobar's ultimate goal was to secure political protection, ensuring that his criminal activities would go unpunished. He believed that having a position in government would provide him with immunity and a platform to negotiate with the state, allowing him to continue his operations without interference. However, his political career was short-lived, as his criminal activities and violent tactics soon became too apparent for the government to overlook, leading to his eventual downfall. Similarly, Isat Buchanan is a Jamaican lawyer aspiring to be a politician whose first claim to fame was 2 convictions for drug-related crimes, and his second was for playing a role in getting convicted artist Vibes Cartel released from prison due to a technical error. Buchanan's known criminal background has resulted in several calls from the more reasonable and conscious Jamaicans who believe that the House of Parliament should remain void of persons of questionable character, especially because one of Parliament's very existence is to prevent and punish those who commit crimes against fellow Jamaicans and society. Despite this, however, the PNP, who he represents, contend, just like Escobar's party, that Buchanan's political aspirations are grounded in his desire for genuine change and social improvement in Jamaica. His candidacy stems from a belief in better governance, a fight against corruption, and a commitment to addressing issues like youth unemployment, education, and crime, along with a notion that no one is without sin, and as such deserves a second chance to make laws against a system that victimized him and his client. Although one may argue that Buchanan's campaign is based on principles of democracy and legal fairness, striving to represent the people through lawful means, it cannot negate the fact that his quest is similar to Escobar as a known drug trafficker, albeit of different proportions. His quest to represent the people will be in the hands of a few who will determine if he will govern the majority. Only time will tell if his desire will be granted.